Hello and welcome back. In this video, we're going to cover the very basics of SQL Server Management Studio. In this video, we're going to cover how to connect to an instance of SQL Server, how to create a database and a table, how to put data into that created table, and just a few things about SQL Server. First thing we'll do is connect to an instance of SQL Server. So after you've installed SQL Server, you can connect to the instance. It should be running on your computer after you install it. We'll click on the connect icon right here, and we'll click on Database Engine. That's synonymous with just an instance of SQL Server. You'll select your SQL Server. You'll probably just have one instance on your machine. If you had more, you could click on the drop-down button. We'll go ahead and connect. As you notice over here, you'll see a drop-down where we can look at the databases. Right now, we don't have any of our own, so let's create our own. We'll right-click on Database, click on New Database. We'll give it a name. You can call it whatever you want. Let's just call it First DB. We'll click on OK. That'll create our database. Now what we want to do is, let's say, add some data to it or add a table. So let's add a table to this database. We'll start about writing a new query. And if you didn't see how I did that, I just went to New Query. That opens up this page. And I'm going to cheat here a little bit and copy and paste some SQL. That way you don't have to sit and watch me type. The first bit right here, we'll create a table. Create table, people. First name, varchar 100. That means that the first name can be between 0 and 100 characters. Same for the last name. And lastly, the age will be an integer, which is a number. And here we'll insert into the people table the following values. For the first name, Bobby, last name, Green, age 26. And for the next row, Jenny Martinez, age 29. Let's go ahead and run the SQL. If we'll run the first part right here, you can actually just highlight it and then hit F5, and it will only run this part if it's highlighted. So let's hit F5. As you see, the commands are completed successfully. If we expand our database and we expand the tables portion, we'll see our people table in here. And you'll see that we have the columns that we specified in our SQL. Next up, let's go ahead and insert some values into it. We'll execute that part. And now, if we right-click on this table and go to Select Top 1000 Rows, kind of as a shortcut, you'll see that it generates some SQL for us, and it will execute that SQL with the results here below. All right, well, that's all I'm going to show you right now. We'll go a lot more in-depth into SSMS in later videos, but I just kind of want to show you a quick intro. Thanks for joining me.